Hey everyone, welcome back to part 2 of Call Her Daddy with Alex Cooper as the host. And she's standing right behind me, offering me support. She's laughing at my jokes. She totally likes what I have to say about her, totally. And she just likes me totally.
Stuff.
Liking stuff.
Like,
so
totally.
So yeah, where we left off, Alex was asking Zayn about dating. And Zayn basically answered, yes, of course I would show my daughter to a girlfriend if I was with the girlfriend for a while. Sure,
properly for 6 months.
Properly introduced after so much time has passed.
We're still waiting for
the controversial
anything about the album. Anything.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about the controversial statement. I stepped on you there.
Maybe one thing about what he does for a living.
She did mention at the very beginning, didn't she? Something about the album? What was it again?
Yeah, but it was like
2 weeks or something like that, or whatever it was.
Yeah, that was about it. Yeah.
Okay, so something is coming up regarding, again, in our live chat. Don't tell us until this goes on YouTube, because we'll have it. Well, by the time it goes on YouTube, we'll have already seen it. So let's see if we can guess what might have been a little controversial to maybe fans or Zayn fans or who knows. Other than that, I agree with you, Nathan. Let's see if we get into the last half of this interview to talk about the album, how it was made, the inspirations, musical stylings, all that good stuff. Okay.
When I know she's not crazy.
No. Yeah. You need to really make sure you're putting her through tests, and finally you're like, okay, you have passed the not crazy test. Now is the next step. Yeah. You've obviously been in a public relationship before. Mm-hmm. Would you be open to that again, or are we going full private? No.
Yeah. No.
Oh, full private. Okay.
I'm not looking for a public relationship again, and just out of experience, no, offense to anybody that I have been in public relationships with before. I've just learned from it that it don't work for me, I'm quite a private person. I don't really strive for people's, approval or attention. So the relationship should really be between me and that person. And I think that personality type somebody who doesn't want to do that would be more suited to me.
Because you got to, I mean, not for Zayn, but if you're a celebrity, just think for a second and think about it, and you're very popular, and you got to wonder sometimes, are you dating me because you want clout?
Yeah.
You want to be noticed, you want to boost up your Instagram reel, or you know what I mean? There's a little bit of that residual fame that can come from a partner. It's just reality. It does happen. People can get famous because they're with a famous person. So he says, look, if the idea for you that you don't want to be famous and you don't want to be known to the public, that's the kind of girl I want to date anyway. So that's perfect.
I do believe the mother of his child is Gigi Hadid. And I used to teach her yoga, and she is one of the most beautiful, sweetest people I've known. I think maybe her family, there could have been dynamics there. Her mom was in the Real Housewives her mom is Bella Hadid. No.
She was a Real Housewife. Okay.
Is it Bella Hadid? No, that's her sister. The mom it's an interesting name. Someone will know it.
You're going to find a Pennsylvania baddie. Because girls in Pennsylvania don't expect,
Some bad Amish bird.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, I didn't expect this life in the limelight. It's fine if we never leave the farm.
Yeah.
Okay, keep me updated. Good to know. All the girls in Pennsylvania are like, I must find him back on the dating apps. For 10 really formative years of your life, from 17 to about 27, you were in serious relationships. This is kind of the longest you've ever publicly been single. What was the scariest part of being alone for the first time?
The most setup I can ever say for, I need my Instagram clip out of this. It's a baited question.
And the headline will be, what has Zayn found the scariest since being single, or something like that?
Yeah. Yep.
I don't find being alone scary. Again, I think it links to the other question you asked me about how are you cool with yourself? I'm cool with myself. I like my own thoughts. I like to do things myself, and I like to be in my own company. I'm not codependent like that at all. Even with my parents, I love them, I respect them. They're always there if I need them, but I'm not codependent on them. I don't need to speak to them every single day and check things with them. So it wasn't really scary for me. Honestly, again, no disrespect to all the past relationships I've been in, because people tend to take things out of context.
There you go.
No disrespect at all. It was freeing. I am that type of person who, runs on my own clock, answers to myself. So it was so freeing to me. I could just do things, make plans, sleep into whatever time I want. You know what I mean?
It's nice.
You know what I mean?
Go to bed whatever time I want. Eat
did we do a drinking game? Did we do a
bed.
drinking game with Zayn? That's a drinking game we
Oh,
do.
right. That's right.
That's his crutch phrase. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like all kinds of shit, you know, that like is not cool when you.
I suspect the controversial thing is really not that controversial. It's just that him saying it was freeing to be out of that relationship. People love to take and twist and turn into like a thing.
When you're in a couple. So yeah, it's just been freeing for me and no pressure, you know, like I can't really get in trouble that way either. You know, I tend to get in trouble in relationships too, because I was young and, you know, did certain things, you know, spoke to other females when I shouldn't have been, as most people do. You live and learn from it. But this way, there's no guilt, you know? I can just be free and speak to whoever I want. And, you know, hopefully if I meet somebody that I want to be serious with, I'll have spent enough time in.
I love how he's saying, if I want to have a relationship, I'll keep you posted. But right now, he's getting that willy wet. Don't kid yourself. He's cracking open those condoms next to his nightstand. Don't you worry about that, folks. There's no way this guy isn't hooking up. And that's okay. Why not? More power to him. Because he's saying, look, when it's serious, I'll let you know. But for now, I'm good. I'm having fun out there.
This place to know that I want to be with that person and be committed to them.
It's a great point. It's like you can acknowledge you messed up when you were younger and you're not proud of it. But also, like, unless you're ready to get into a relationship where you know you can be faithful.
Keep doing the same thing, you know?
Yeah. But, okay, I feel like there's a difference between enjoying your own company and then self-isolation. Have you ever intentionally...
Self-isolated?
Yes.
To a certain degree, I think I did a little bit, like, after the band, you know, like... I took a bit of time to myself.
Sure.
But I wouldn't say it's complete isolation. I always still have people around, you know. My manager's always around that works with me, and like my best friends come out and see me from time to time. Not as much as I'd like, because it is quite a long flight. But I wouldn't say it's like self-isolation. It's more just like removing myself from the noise for a bit.
Sure.
You said that you're finally in a place now where you don't need another person to identify or find yourself in. That's what we're talking about. How in the past were you losing yourself in past relationships?
I don't know if I was necessarily losing myself.
I'm glad he's kind of challenging each question. How are you losing yourself? I wasn't losing myself. There's a difference between being by yourself and self-isolation. It's like, no, I was just by myself and just taking a breather. But so go ahead.
Part of the problem is that she speaks in absolutes.
Hoarding or giving them all away. Wait, what?
Yeah,
Yeah,
everything
like
is an
black and
absolute.
white, like extreme. He's finally starting to understand that she's not listening to a word he's saying. He's like making sure the record is straight.
She does have her quote unquote questions on those big ass cue cards that look ridiculous. I think they're actually in pictures. I think they're pictures. Like picture book.
Things I had to do in order for this other person to be happy, and things that I didn't necessarily find enjoyment in, you know, like I'm not the type of dude that likes to go to 5-star Michelin restaurants every night and get pictured and, you know, go here and go there. And this person's invited you and they're really famous, so you should go hang out with them. I'm like, you know, because we both got the same job, you're just going to put us on a play date. Yeah, for me, like, it doesn't make sense like that. Yeah, so... yeah, I just tend to just stay away from them things.
It's actually the best thing you've said today. I don't want to go on a play date with a...
Is she hot for him or something? Is that kind of
well, that's the shtick. She's a...
Oh.
If she was on my arm and I was in public, nobody knew who she was. Of course, aesthetically, she's a beautiful
on your arm
woman.
right now.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah,
Let's objectively admit that she is gorgeous.
Yeah, but the moment she starts talking, I'm...
Other famous people sue me. It's refreshing. Yeah. But I think it's hard to not get caught up in that, because I think there's so many people that can be like, this is how it goes when you get famous.
Well, I think so many people have so much value on that too. You know, the way the world runs is like, you know, who you're associated with is a reflection of you. And
I love that.
People use that and, you know, social media to put off a false portrayance of whatever their life is, and everything's hunky-dory and fairies and rainbows. And in reality, it doesn't quite work like that.
I'm happy that I feel like enough people now are starting to see through that. Like, so many people doing things for social media, and then the minute it happens or it's posted, a lot of times if you know the person, you're like, wait, that is like not, they're not even that happy. Like, that's literally bullshit. Like, I just saw them crying at the club the other night, but they're like, and they're miserable. So it's like, that is such a sad and isolating life to live, and I have actually empathy for it because it's probably like feels very validating in the moment, but it's almost like a quick dopamine hit and then it's over.
This whole show is built on getting her little clicks and things, and it's like,
I hate it when people say that, when they say, Ryan posted a picture of him with his grandkid, he's smiling and he's happy, but I saw him crying the other day. Okay, human emotions are complex and human lives are complex. I'm glad I don't necessarily want to see everyone's diarrhea in the toilet. I don't want to see everyone's broken ankle. I don't want to see everyone's cancer victim scars on their face. Like, sometimes it's okay to share good news, to share happy thoughts, to share happy moments. Like, think about when we had photo albums as kids. Like, Nathan and I are old, so we had photo albums. Nathan, remember those photo albums? Our parents would put in the best pictures of our childhood because it cost money to take a picture. You know, you had to put it in the photo album to keep forever. Did I get spanked probably the day before that picture was taken when I'm smiling? Yes. But my parents did take a photo of it and put it in the baby. Hey, Ryan, you little shit. Remember that? Everyone's lives has ups and downs. Everyone goes through pain and sorrow. And it's okay to share the smiley moments when you're on a date with your wife and the meal looks good.
She's trying to argue what you're saying, but she's no leg to stand on. Everything that she puts out there is just so hyperbole of what she is and her lifestyle. Like, it already is there. To say that you're doing it's virtue signaling at its
it's
like,
a little
core.
bit. Yeah, look at those big ass cue cards there. Ask him about sex. Ask him about his daughter. Does she like it when you play with her?
And it usually stems from insecurity, right?
Yes, yes. And so you're sitting here being like, you've done so much work on yourself. You've always felt pretty good alone. And so now you need someone that can kind of meet you there instead, which is amazing.
I'd like that, yeah.
I also feel like your 20s are all about making mistakes and figuring yourself out. And now in your 30s, you're really coming into your own. I asked you when I first interviewed you to describe yourself in 3 words.
Yeah. We should have done a previously on count. This is interview 2. We should have said, how many times she's brought up that first interview? This is a really bad interview.
How many times repeated cut and pasted stuff from the previous? Yeah.
Okay, can you answer
that
those?
Could be her shtick. We don't like that. Maybe that's her thing that she does with all of.
You're right. Maybe she repeats questions. You're right.
Yeah.
So maybe she's gonna say now, what were the 3 words and have they changed?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
What do you think you said?
I have no idea. I probably said that's really difficult.
I think you did say that, but then I forced you to answer. Okay, give me 3 words that you would describe yourself as now, and then let's see if it's the same.
I think
I called it
chill. I don't know if it was.
Correct.
Was it? Yeah.
Chill is on there. 2 more.
All right. So right now I would say chill, and chill.
Zayn.
No, I'm joking. It's hard for me. I don't really like to talk about myself.
Oh, he's irritated in this one, eh? He's a little annoyed in this one. I'm picking up annoyance from Zayn. Are you not?
I would be annoyed.
No, he is.
Because she goes, Zayn, tell me. And now he's like, it's hard for me to tell you. Nathan, describe 3 words about yourself.
Say them right now. Remember, we did it last time and you avoided the question, so do it now.
Remember 100,000 interviews ago with 100,000 other people that have interviewed you? You told me 3 words. Bitch, no.
I don't remember my wedding vows. You know, like it's just
in that way, you know, like give myself an adjective.
Well, you did it 3 years ago.
Did I?
Do you want to know?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Chill, funny, loving guy.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I like that. That's my guy there.
That's my guy there.
You're like, hey, I like him. Do you still relate?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Love that. You said in an interview that you don't know if you've ever truly been in love. Do you still stand by that?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Should we just watch the other interviews that he gave? Is that what we're doing? You know what I mean? Hey, you said another interview that you said this. Do you still think that?
I'm wondering, Ryan, if that's like a normal interview style. I feel like it's not. It's maybe one time and like somebody interviewing someone will be like, hey, remember the last time you were here? We talked about this. Maybe just reference something. But she's literally, what is that, the 6th, 7th time?
And now she's literally asking him a question he did on a different interview. At least plug the other podcast. Give them the courtesy if you're going to steal their question.
Yeah. Because like my understanding of love is always developing, you know. At that moment in time, I might have thought it was love, but as I've got older, I realized maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was lust. Maybe it was this. Maybe it was that. I don't feel like it was love. And to be fair, like just to say this on record, I will always love G because she is the reason.
There we go.
My child is on this earth, and I have the utmost respect for her. I will always love her, but I don't know if I was ever in love with her. Yeah,
That's fair. I wonder if that was the controversy. I wonder.
Yeah.
I'll say this. That's fair. Because he's moved on. I mean, that's a fair statement. He was younger. That was it. Yeah, he wasn't as in love with her as he thought he was. They had sex. They procreated. They were together for a while. But now that he's older and maybe wiser and she's grown too, they've grown apart. And it's like, yeah, I don't know how much I was in love with her because the love I want to give someone now isn't for her. That's fine. He's got still reserve in his tank for somebody else. That's fine. What's the problem with that? Am I missing something?
Because everyone's going to soundbite that part. Zane's wasn't in love. It like declares that he's in love, but not in love. Like it's just, that's an easy one to twist.
Okay, so we got in our chat live before people on YouTube go crazy. It might have been part of one. There might be another one coming. Oh, this is exciting. There might be more. Here we go.
Oh yeah.
And I can imagine there's so much pressure. I agree, and even you having to clarify, like everyone's always probably like, what do you?
Yeah, that's what, because before even when I said it, I think people took it a type of way.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, yo,
30 qualifiers.
I have so much respect for this woman, and I do love her. Of
course,
a crazy amount. But but I don't think I was in love with her at that point. Otherwise, I would have been a better version of myself.
Sure, that's a good point.
I think that's fair to say. Anxiety. We talked about it when you came on the show last time. How are you managing those feelings today?
Again, I think I said this to you before, but like anxiety is a thing that I think all of us are dealing with. We just now have a word to explain it, and you feel that in small increments throughout your day. Certain situation might make you feel something, but one thing I've learned since becoming a father is that it's good to overcome them feelings and push through it. Because, I'm sat here all the time telling my daughter to do things and, just get over it. You'll be fine. You'll be cool. And I'm a bit of a hypocrite if I'm not doing that myself.
Yeah. You went from disappearing from the public eye, essentially, to now coming back, doing a Vegas residency and a full stadium and arena tour.
First time this has been mentioned
for you.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go. We're getting to the music part. Here we go. So she's mentioned.
We are about three quarters.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Here's the go. Now, as a Zayn music fan,
finally,
here we go. You did a residency tour. Now you're doing a more tour, bigger venues. Let's go.
If she asks something, have you met anybody on the tour that you're possibly gonna? I'm gonna lose my mind.
Let's find out. No, she's gonna ask deeper questions. Don't worry. She's my girl. She's got it. She's ready to go.
Headspace.
I think it was around like 2020. I was wanting to go back on tour anyway. Like whenever I drive past the like arena or something, I was like, won't mind performing there. What's this arena called? And I kept asking the question and it was kind of going to happen. And then COVID came and destroyed the entire world.
Yeah.
So, that old saying, if you want to make God laugh, try to come up with your own plan. And then when that happened, it just spurred me further. This want and desire to like kind of be back on stage. And again, I know I always bring it back to Kai since she's being born, but it's kind of just wanting to show her that like I can do it and like this is what your dad does, this is my job. I don't want her to be watching old videos of me in the band, like it doesn't even really look like me anymore.
You're like, I'm way more handsome now, guys. Come on. Do you think that your vocals have gotten better since then too?
I'd like to think so. Yeah.
They sound better,
so.
I think. Yeah.
Appreciate
it.
When you are feeling overwhelmed or anxious, what does help calm you down?
Coming on a shitty podcast like this really helps me calm down.
Weed.
Weed.
Are you growing that on the farm too?
I'm joking.
I'm joking.
Is it legal?
I'm not growing that on the farm. No, I don't think that's legal, actually.
I don't think it is. I don't think it is.
Yeah, no. Honestly, meditation, mindfulness, being grateful for things.
He does weed.
Oh, yeah.
He does weed. Yeah, I love it. Oh, and meditation, mindfulness. Yeah. I'm very mindful where I put my weed.
Yeah.
Are you doing
Gummies.
meditation apps or are you doing it just alone?
Myself, yeah, just sit and breathe and think about
It's
things
true.
in nice, quiet,
Breathe was a
contemplative
trend.
place and think about things. And I think it always is helpful to name like 3 things you're grateful for, and everything else kind of like subsides a little bit.
Should we do that right now?
Oh no.
What are 3 things you're
No.
grateful for?
You were
My daughter.
already
For Kai,
Yeah, my daughter.
first and foremost, I'm grateful
My
for
health. My health.
my career,
Career, yeah, okay.
and I'm grateful for my family.
Oh, there you go.
Beautiful. Throughout your career, there have been instances, and kind of like what we were just talking about, like so much pressure on you where people are going to take things out of context and looking at you. Like there have been a few instances where people are looking for you to respond publicly during an emotional, personal situation. Like, how do you handle that pressure?
What? I don't think he likes that question. I don't know. I didn't shoot them. Like,
I'm not even sure. She's like said it so fast. I wasn't even sure I understood what she was asking.
if I could translate for Alex, Alex Cooper,
Your
I think
girl.
she's my girl. She's saying, "Look, you're a public figure. You've had some up and downs in your life. Because you're a public figure, people will ask you questions, whether it's on the spot or interview, about those tough moments. How do you handle that kind of pressure? How do you deal with the
It's
pressure?
not really a well-organized question semantically.
Nobody wants to answer questions private and personal. Like nobody wants to.
To be fair to her, it's pretty in line with everything she's been saying.
Oh, it's on point for Alex. It's another trappy type baity question of you've had some conflict in your life. How is it you haven't snapped really crazy?
Which is again another black and white situation.
Yeah.
Like it's the only way she sees it.
For you to respond publicly during an emotional, personal situation, like how do you handle that pressure?
Again, it's not
Blanket
really a
statement.
pressure. Like I feel like there's a pressure on you if you feel a need to argue a point, or you feel so adamant that you need to rectify what's being said. Me personally, if it's not true, I don't give a shit. Like there's so many things that people say that are untrue, and if I was going to sit there and go through all them things, I won't have any time in my day to do anything else. So I just try not to think about it. I'm not really a social media person. I don't have social media on my phone. If there's something that's going on social media, I speak to my manager or my assistant and say, put this up on social media. I don't scroll, don't do the doom scrolling shit. So don't see anything. I just kind of live in my own world.
Yeah.
And it's nice. There isn't no pressure for me in that sense because I don't allow that pressure to be in my life.
It's great. Obviously, you have been on massive tours before, but during those you were on the stage with other people.
Validating.
This time you're out there by yourself.
Yeah.
How are you?
I don't know. Off the top of my head, I would have said, yeah, I think staying off social media and doom scrolling is a great idea. More people should do it. Take a break, whether it's a week, a month, an hour, 2 hours, something. They make a goal of it. So
to relate to him a little bit, or at least kind of say, that's really commendable or something.
Yeah.
That's great. Got another question here for you.
Obviously, you've been on tour. Next on my caller daddy cards.
Oh, that's a picture of a
picture of a concert arena with people cheering. Obviously, you've been on the stage.
Approaching it, and how does it feel different than having 4 people standing next to you?
Yeah, the first couple of shows I did on the Stairway to the Sky tour, it was kind of weird, I'd done a couple of odd songs here and there, like on TV shows and stuff, like one song, but I'd not done like a whole show. So yeah, it was a little bit strange, it took a little bit of adjustment, not being able to look to somebody else singing, but I have my band on stage with me. But yeah, not much conscious decision making, like, oh, I'm going to do this different from the band.
Interesting. Okay.
What can fans, if they haven't been, expect from a Zayn show?
What?
Hopefully some decent vocals, not too much movement. Me just kind of stood center stage.
Would you ever do a little dance?
No.
It's not really my thing. No. Yeah, I've self-professed always to never really be a dancer in that sense. I don't think I take myself serious enough to like pull that off,
Yeah, don't do it.
Why can I like not picture you dancing?
What? Yeah, he doesn't dance. She should just say, that's fine. Not everyone needs to dance. You just perform and sing. Like one of my favorite soul artists back in the 80s, 90s was Phil Collins. He didn't dance. That's not what he was about. He sang and performed with his band. That's no, you don't have to dance to perform.
There's a song based around that fact.
That's with Genesis, but still, we're not gonna get into the weeds on that now, right?
It's just a weird thought. Yeah,
Judas
even if you put me on AI dancing, it looks a bit weird.
You're like, that's definitely AI. You're like, if you see me dancing online, that is AI.
That's AI.
That was never me.
I don't want to see you on the internet ever again, Alex Cooper. I hope this is the last time I ever listen to you for the rest of my life.
Recently I know you said you don't have social media, but I'm assuming this has come back to you. You are all over the internet right now because you made a joke the other night on stage about people's high ticket prices.
I never specified no names, you know? People have high ticket prices all over the place. Could have been talking about anybody.
Oh, this is what it's about. Probably Harry Styles ticket prices.
Or
Do they not get on anymore?
It's not one of the friends that fly over to visit.
Okay.
So I'm guessing it's Harry Styles. Because he's saying, hey, look at me, I'm on tour, and my ticket prices aren't $5,000 a ticket. Again, I love Harry Styles, think he's great, but I also love Zayn. I love that Zayn takes the mick out of it a little bit. Why not?
Is Zayn supposed to just step in line and be like, and you go to a Harry show and you get everything that you wanted and more.
Nathan and I would like to go to see Harry. I don't know if we can afford it. We're still working to see if we can see Louis in Vancouver. We haven't said no yet. I just have to look at my schedule. But we already know we can afford Louis tickets. Like it's not a slight on Louis, but we just know we can afford his ticket. They're reasonably priced. They're just normal price concert tickets. Yeah. A Harry concert will cost us $2,000 in the nosebleed at least.
Yeah. If we do go to Louis, we should have Ashley come with us.
Take it as you want.
Fair. Okay, can we talk about your new music?
Oh!
What themes?
Wait.
Finally.
It's been a while.
All right.
He's so horny.
Okay.
Yeah, so the new album KONNAKOL is the derivative of a lot of inspiration from my Indian heritage and culture. I've always put like little soul things in there, little ad libs here and there, even on Dust Till Dawn with Sia. And it's something I've always liked to show the world, like I can sing like this too. So we went into that a little bit more. KONNAKOL is, in its definition, is the act of creating percussive sounds with your voice, so like drum sounds. So I made a lot of the production out of my own voice. So I'm singing like layers and layers of different vocals to make the beat.
Oh, the Vocal Coach Reaction Channel is going to have a field day with that song. Go get him, charismatic Rebecca Rohr throat face person.
Yeah, she's gonna.
Once we started doing it, for first 3-4 songs, I was like, yeah, the whole record needs to be like this. So just went into that and drew a lot of inspiration from that. Yeah.
So when we're listening to this, we can know that a lot of what we're hearing is actually your own voice.
Is my voice even?
So when we were listening to your album,
and that you make all the sounds on, that'll be your actual voice, right? The one that you just said that you do all this with your voice.
And the drum sounds and stuff, yeah, on some of them, yeah. Like they're being affected to make them sound like a drum.
What do you mean? You mean people could use their vocals to make sound effects?
I'm singing them.
Oh, that's sick.
Da 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 ma da ma da 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 ma da ma da. That's the drum rhythm too.
Wait, that makes it even. This is just giving me even more color to what to expect. That's incredible. Yeah. Can you tell me a little bit about your new single, "Die for Me"?
So I've had that song for years.
Okay.
I've had that song for like 5-6 years, I think. I had it even before Room. Cut it a while ago. And it was just a great song, but it didn't feel like it fit on Room because Room was such a raw, like different kind of like singer-songwriter project thing. Mm-hmm. That it felt too, produced and too clean and crisp. But I didn't write that song. Yeah, I have no problem professing when I don't write songs either. It was just a banger of a song. I heard it and they asked if I wanted it, so I said yeah, and I cut it, and it turned out really well. Yeah.
Did you relate to any of the themes of like?
For sure, yeah. I'd be silly if I said I didn't relate to the themes. I did, definitely. But I also felt the power of the song. Like, feels like it's a big like radio song. And I wanted to come back with that kind of energy,
When you are personally writing, and you're writing about a specific situation or a specific person, like, have you ever shown people music ahead of time that's going to be about them, or are you like, no way?
If it's about them, never. No. Yeah.
What?
Have you?
Why is she blown away by that? I'd be surprised if he said he did. I'd be more surprised if he says, "Oh yeah, I give them a heads up."
Yeah.
No artist does, really. Like, very few artists make it very clear who it's about.
Yeah, it's usually pretty ambiguous,
Yeah.
like lyrically, unless they say their name specifically.
Yeah.
Could people call you and be like, Zayn, is this one about me?
I honestly, I think if anyone knows me, like, they'd know it was about them, you know? Like, they don't need to call me. Like, they know me well enough at that point. They're like, this song's definitely about me.
They're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
What song of yours from this album were you the most nervous to have be released?
It's interesting. There's a few songs on there. There's a song on there called Side Effects that I was a bit like, I don't know if I want to put this out. And then the more and more I listened to it, I was like, you know what? It's honest, you know?
I look forward to that one.
Reality, and I'm sure so many people have
make a
felt
mental note of that Nathan Side Effects lyrics.
So for that reason, I was like, it needs to go on there. Yeah.
Oh, I'll definitely remember.
The theme of that one, I'm pretty sure, is the one where you kind of talk about the shortcomings. Is that one of kind of being
like the side effects of loving me, you know, instead of like how you made me feel from loving you. It's like, I understand that I might have made you feel a type of way too, you know what I mean?
It's pretty mature.
Self-admittance.
Yeah, it takes a lot to admit that it does take two to tango, and when there's issues, it's not just one person. We have obviously discussed you're a pretty private person. Like, how do you decide when you want to share parts of your life in music? Because that, again, like, people can read into things. Like, how much do you put thought into that?
For me, it's like, at the end of the day, I could, right now, after this interview, go on Twitter, or I could go on Instagram, and I could put something real cheap up on there, you know what I mean? Get a quick reaction. For me, with the music, it has so much more class to it. It's poetry, there's thought gone into it, there's production. It's classy, you know? So that's why I'm like, yeah, I'll talk about these things here because it's art and it stays there. It's not just a random fucking text, you know what I mean?
She accidentally got here, but it's the first thing that he said where I feel like, okay, now we're actually talking about the creative process. That's where I'm actually engaged here. I can totally identify with that. I understand that very well because I get caught up sometimes when I've made something that I think is very creative and it doesn't get recognized the same way. Like he says, like a tweet gets recognized on Instagram. It's like instantly people are like liking or whatever.
Right.
And when you make something very creative, there's a slow burn that comes from that takes time. It does pay off, but it almost never is right away. For me, it's especially been like over time when people say, oh, I love that thing that you made, and it ends up being a thing that, you know, gets talked about in different ways than you would have imagined. You can't follow the algorithm and get that kind of payoff.
I don't like it when something slowly burns after a while.
I think the burn just has to be worth the return, right?
That's true. Look, what do you want from me, guys? What are we doing? Like, I'm watching.
Come on, it's almost over. Just
apparently, he does sing at the end of this.
We're literally almost at the. I see the finish line.
Yeah, and the finish line ends strong, so I think we actually get a song from him. So that's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's not tweet.
You're like, just listen to it in the song, okay? I said enough. How do you feel when people try to connect the dots of, oh my gosh, speculating about these lyrics must be about this person?
People are always going to do that. You know, even if I bring a song out next week about, you know, I always wanted to be a clown and be in the circus, people will be like, oh shit, Zayn wanted to be a clown in the circus. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't really feel a type of way about it. Like, they're always going to say something. And the music that I use and the songs that I write myself usually have some correlation to my reality too. So I'm cool with that. Yeah. They can connect the dots wherever they want. They might not always connect them correctly, but that's what makes it interesting.
Yeah. Okay, top 3 favorite songs from the album.
Top favorite 3.
Side Effects.
Used to the Blues.
Nesrit
Is definitely my favorite, I think.
What do you say?
All right, I missed it. Sorry, I
It's just
apologize.
different.
I wanted to guess what I remember.
Yeah. Okay, top 3 favorite songs from the album.
Top favorite 3. Okay. Used to the Blues.
Used to Blues.
Is
Used to the
definitely
Blues.
my favorite, I think. It's just different feels a bit different for a Zayn song.
All right.
So it got a bit more of a hip hop like production to it. Really like Side Effect.
Yeah.
Another song called Sideways.
Okay. Favorite lyric?
Oh, sideways. Sideways. Yeah.
I miss looking at you sideways.
Oh. It's about sex.
When did you come up with that one?
A while ago.
It's been in your notes app.
Yeah.
You were wondering when you should.
When do I release this to the world?
And when you write something like that, is that you sitting on the farm, daydreaming or meditating, having a thought and being like, that's an interesting line, and then you write it down?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, why is that funny? Maybe I'm dumb, which is very possible.
Maybe it went over your head.
It might have gone over my head.
Daydreaming or meditating, having a thought and being like, that's an interesting line, and then you write it down?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hearing it the second time is even more daft.
Is she just horny? Is that all this is? Is she's implying
It's
with what she's saying?
No,
I think it's more fawning than horny.
Yeah,
Like when
it's
you
good.
fawn.
But it's
You're just kind of like-
performative.
Reading more into it, and the audience is supposed to be with her on what she's reading into it, and I just am like, what? I'm not making that connection. I don't see it either.
Pretty much, yeah.
When do you think you have those revelations of a new lyric the most? Like, is it when you're in the studio? Is it when you're just chilling at home?
Usually the best lyrics, they don't come like when you've planned to be in the studio.
Yeah,
You can plan as much as you
when you're
want.
going for a walk or something.
My lyrics usually come to me late at night. Like, I'm a bit of a night owl. That time just before you go to sleep is a weird one for me because I don't go to sleep. I just stay awake, like writing things, because my mind's just going crazy at that time. But in this like studio run, I managed to get a lot out in the studio session. So I think it just really depends. You know, if you've got a bit of information pent up, ready to go, it'll be there for you. If you're not really living any life, doing anything, then probably not gonna have shit to talk about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just
You know what
thought
I mean?
about that as you're saying a lot of things come to you at night. I'm like, okay, I miss looking at you sideways. I'm assuming is basically you're like laying in bed and you're staring at each other while your heads are both on the pillow. And
Oh, you got it. Oh, Alex, you're so smart. You figured it out. Miss looking at you sideways. You get it, Nathan, Ashley? She got it.
Well, all she had to do is turn her card sideways.
That's right. That's right. Her producer said, turn card sideways. Look at body sideways. Now say question.
you can't help but think like, yeah, that may have come to you while you were laying there wishing that person was there.
Powerful insight.
Yeah.
Powerful.
She should pick apart poetry as part of her podcast.
Well, she should.
That's a lot of P's.
She should have Michelle Obama on her podcast. Oh, wait. She already did.
And she also had Kamala.
Yeah, I almost want to watch her other interviews.
No,
I kind of do. I was thinking that too, but I'm like, no, I'm not doing it.
somebody should find the worst one she's ever done, so that we can just
The last one she did most.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that we'll pick your poison.
Yeah.
Okay, love that. Okay, what are you most proud of with this album?
Honestly, the fact that people still give a shit. I'll be honest with you, like 5 solo albums now. I was just buzzing that, you know, I got to do a first one. Like after the band, like people seem to care, you know. Some 5 records deep now, so I guess I'm really proud of the progression and just the development and understanding of myself through my music, you know.
What do you want fans to take from this album?
I want them to get a bit more insight on, you know, maybe my culture and heritage, and maybe even, you know, find a new word. I don't know if too many people are familiar with the word KONNAKOL.
It was coitus? What?
KONNAKOL. We did that.
Sorry, I had no idea this album was comical. I didn't know. I thought it was a serious album. Okay. Actually, no. What I meant to say was the album looks very square. It doesn't look very conical.
Yeah.
Okay. When you think back to who you were when you first started your career to who you are sitting here today, how would you describe your evolution as an artist?
More tattoos.
What a deep question.
It's very deep, Ashley. It's been about 10 or so years. How has he grown as a person and as an artist in those last 10 years?
It's just
Should have been the first question.
Well, it's just going to be like, it's not Zayn's fault, but it'd be like, I'm bettering myself, trying to be better with the world and myself and be more humble, or, the old one with the universe dialogue here. Let's check it out.
I'm sure at his level, you probably have certain levels of evolution every day,
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
How do you wrap that up? Was she going to give him 3 words?
3 words. 3 words. Describe yourself. Very, very annoyed. So big sigh. Here he's collecting his thoughts. Here we go.
He's done that so many times after her questions.
Fucking huge arc, from standing on stage in Manchester singing Mario, Let Me Love You, a cappella, not knowing what production was, anything, wearing my uncle's clothes. There's been a bit of progression, I'd like to say I've developed my own style a little bit. I know a bit more about music. I know what key is now. I know what pitch is, all these things that I had no clue of. Yeah. So there's been a lot of development, but I think, again, just to bring it back, the most development has been in me as a human being, just growing.
Yeah, I called it.
What do you think overall when you look back at that young boy on that stage singing Mario, Let Me Love You, to now, like,
Just ask that.
what do you wish?
Big balls.
No, literally.
Big balls. 17-year-old kid don't have a clue. He's so confident. What is he doing?
So cute. Is there anything at that point you wish you could have told your younger self? Now,
Yeah, don't agree to come on this podcast, let alone twice.
Yes.
All the time. Yeah. I wish I could go back to that 17-year-old version of me and say, well done, for being that brave. Because I don't know if somebody asked me in my 30s, if I had no experience before, would you go stand and sing in front of Simon Cowell? I would have done it. I would have been like, no way.
wow. And look where it got you.
Yeah.
It was an honor to sit down with you again. I think back to being in Pennsylvania with you. I remember, well, first of all, that was just so weird because you literally walked through my parents' house. And
Well, let's make sure we make it about you before we close up and repeat the story twice.
I
Yeah.
was like, I'm struggling. Like, you're walking through my parents' doors and like, I grew up here.
It was so
and,
nice though. It was so cool. It was such a different environment. For me to be in a house and doing an interview, I think that's why
It was
the interview
crazy.
went well. It felt good and
It was
relaxed
really
and chill. It didn't feel
Unlike
like
this
an
one.
intrusive
Yeah.
interview. It felt
Yeah.
like we were just chatting as friends.
It was really fun. And you were so
a little
sweet.
bit of
You
a-
brought me.
Yeah, I
one
think
we
he's not
can
feeling this.
intrusive.
Yeah, sorry, Nathan. I
Yeah.
stepped in there. Say that again.
Well, I think he's in a roundabout way saying, yeah, that didn't feel intrusive because it was in a, relaxed environment. This one, without saying it, has been.
It has been a very good interview. I don't think it's been a very good interview.
Warming gifts,
No.
even though that was.
I've got you some more stuff as well.
Zane,
Yeah.
you got me so much stuff.
Why
My
did you
team was
bring
like,
that, like mom talk.
"Well, do you want to come see all this?" I was like, you bought me basically everything I could have thought of and more.
I heard that you like all the same stuff as me, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to send you some stuff.
All the snacks, all
I
the
put
merch.
loads of British stuff in there. For
I
you as
know.
well. Yeah.
I saw it. Trust me. I've already gotten into it. I was eating the chips. I was like, you're a real one. Thank you. But no, it's been really cool to get to know you. And I think my favorite thing about my job is to get to progress with someone where it's like we met.
Please stop making it about you. I don't care what this podcast has done for you.
At a certain period in time, and then to now sit here with you, you feel more relaxed, you feel more at ease.
Yeah.
And I don't know what you would attribute that to, but I can
That's
feel
so
it.
made up.
Oh, I don't think that's correct. I don't think that's a good assessment of this interview. I think she's wrong.
No, not at all. Yeah.
She's
in
not
you, and it's
reading
really
the
cool.
room.
She's not reading the
No.
room. She's not reading the room under the stairs. That's for sure.
To see that.
I
because,
appreciate you saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, obviously that interview that we did was one of the first interviews I'd done in a long time. So again, it's that anxiety, preempting what the situation's going to be, and then you're there and it's very different, It has been 3 years since then. I've been working a lot more, been getting into the rhythm of things,
There's
and
music
I feel a
at the
lot
end.
more chill and a lot more confident, in this environment, and I'm enjoying myself. Yeah.
Well, I'm happy you called me, and I think
Oh no! Oh no! 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 No!
He
No!
did
no,
not
no.
just do that.
He did not
Yeah.
call you. He did not. His people did, not him. Oh, you got. I was just watching Netflix and chilling, and you're like, "Hey, Alex, I'm in the neighborhood. Can I come on your show?"
Even though she's objectively beautiful, aesthetically pleasing, you can tell he's not into her at all. She's being overly flirtatious / fawny, but he's just there to do his thing. He did say his manager's always with him. I was hoping it's a family member or a friend.
He mentioned his sister. His sister handles a lot of the social media, so he's probably close with her.
Hopefully that's her. His sister called you, or someone who works for his sister called you. Why are you being weird?
She should have just said your people called me, and then I would have. Okay, that's fair. But don't do the you called me. No, he didn't call you.
Yeah, like I'm glad that we're connected, or I'm glad we got to sit down. That would
sure. It's good to see you again. Sure, good to see you. Again. Glad you're doing well. Look forward to hearing your album. Good luck on your tour. Thanks for showing up
until this interview's over.
Yeah.
We're going to have to do this again in 3 years.
Let's do it.
You guys didn't actually think we were done yet, did you?
I hoped. God help me, I was hoping.
Actually.
Zayn and I obviously have a little surprise.
Obviously. That's one of her words, eh? Obviously.
To end the night. So, let's go.
Oh. Is she 12 years old?
That's what I keep on thinking is like that she's not an actress, that's for sure.
No.
No, don't.
It's so LA.
This is how we should have watched the interview.
You have to stop giving me gifts. Zayn.
It's just noodles. It's not nothing that expensive. It's some crisp noodles.
I'm dead at this.
Yeah.
Stick the chips in the noodles.
Yeah. And I got you this too.
Zayn, how much have you spent on the boo-boos?
Stop talking about the money.
Oh my gosh.
About this money. How much you spend? Stop spending money on me. Zayn's like, it's a gift. It's just a gift.
It comes back to her. Like the number. It's a monetary value system, right? It's all about
It's just a cute little gift from a celebrity. He didn't spend a lot of money on you. He's thinking of you, not the amount of money. It's for you. It's personalized for you. It's sweet. It's kind of him to do that. Stop equating monetary things to it.
Discuss that on camera. Welcome.
Oh my God, wait, Zayn, this is sick. It's like the calm before the storm. I am so happy we got to reunite. Thank you so much for just letting me into the behind the scenes of your world. I'm so happy for you. This has been such a massive success. I can't wait for the album. And more importantly, I can't wait to see you out there tonight.
Thank you so much.
Love you. You're the best.
I hope you have a good time tonight.
Oh my God, I will.
Hopefully I can put on a good show for you.
Dance for us out there.
All right, yeah.
I'm like, not a chance.
Get a little wiggle going.
Bye, Zayn.
See you later, Alex. All right, who wants to hear my next single? Die For Me. Here it is.
Okay, so we actually get to hear a pro shot of this newest song. I don't think we've had a pro shot live yet, have we?
Everything's been cell phone kind of version. Yeah.
Yes, we did do the cell phone footage of this song. So we haven't seen the actual pro shots. This is cool. Okay, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what happened? Yeah, I hope he releases the whole album, or this whole residency album.
Mm-hmm.
Good times and bad times, I gave you my everything. I tried and I tried to love you through anything. Swore to each other we'd never be enemies. Why the fuck would you say that to me? Ain't nothing worse than somebody who lies to your face and this was just the truth. Rip it up, let it bleed. 'Cause you said you would die for me. Say you would die for me. Die for me. Don't leave me more. I need you the most. Give you my heart. Don't you dare let it go. Say you would die for me.
Wait, how are they all singing along?
Say you would die for me.
Big fans, the big fans.
Yeah.
Leave me more when I need you the most. Feel you would die for me. Said you never, never let me go. You know, call your friends, said you're gone. I'm not gonna wait up here. said it out. Those empty words you were spitting out. You told me you love me, where are you now?
Those shots are all FPV drone shots.
That's good.
When I need you the most, said you would die for me. Said you never, never let me go.
Because that ending was fantastic. I feel like we went through like our own like 7 circles of hell, and then we got saved right at the end.
Or what's her name? I can't even remember. I don't want to remember.
Alex Cooper.
Alex Cooper. I bet you she was like, "Oh, he did that little wiggle there. That was the part when I was the one who told him to do that." Yeah, that was me.
Oh, I see. The dancing. Okay, yeah. Okay, so Nathan, closing thoughts on the interview and, of course, the song performance.
You know what? I've already crapped over the interview, so I'm just going to
You
talk
did?
about the song. Yeah.
Oh, I missed
As
it.
far as the song goes, here's what I like about that. We watch the cell phone, and you cannot hear the little things that he does with his voice in that.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about hearing it live or hearing that version there is you can tell when he's changing his voice. You can tell the little, it's what makes Zayn Zayn, the intricacies of his voice.
Sure.
Just the subtle little differences when he goes high. It's really a trademark of his. So to be able to hear it live and professionally done, I love that. So I was with you as soon as you said it, I was like, oh yeah, I would rather watch the whole performance of this somehow as it was recorded, because it's not like they just let's pull out the cameras for one song. They've got the footage, so they could easily turn that into a longer thing. I'd love to see that.
The live performance of Die For Me was obviously the highlight for all of that.
Oh.
For me, I'm really happy we're done with that interview.
All right.
I loved Zayn. I love Zayn. The whole interview, just the questions were not great. I think we all agree on this. Zayn is amazing. Just not talking about music at all, except for like the last 5 minutes and really not getting it, was just kind of awkward for me. Like, you're interviewing this dude. Never seen her interview anyone. And when you were like, oh, I hate this girl. Okay, you didn't say hate,
You
but
gave off the
you guys
vibe.
have watched something before I came on the scene.
With him. I think the other one we only did was with him.
Oh, you guys watched the one from 3 years ago? That's so funny.
Yeah.
You should have remembered the 3 words. No,
I know.
I've only heard that Kamala was on there and whatever. I've never seen her. She was very what's the word? Like when somebody bothers your brain.
Oh, irritating, annoying.
Yes, but I thought
Surface
Zayn
level.
did well, and you could also through that see a lot about him. I loved seeing his new single.
If you're a public figure, and your product is to do something, I'm allowed to criticize that product. That's exactly within my rights. If you're a painter and you publicly show your painting, a movie, a song, you can name a TV show. If it's garbage, garbage. So her job is a podcast host, interviewer, and she's absolutely ridiculously horrible at her job. It is infuriating that she's popular. It's infuriating that people go on her show. It's infuriating that she has fans, that people actually think people get answers from her. I don't get it. It just showcases the level of the public, their intelligence level and emotional level, that they would actually sit through this objectively and enjoy her process as an interviewer. I think it's absolutely terrible.
I can't disagree with the word you just said.
Now, is she a lovely person in the sense like she's good to her friends and mother and sister? Oh, sure, fine. I'm talking about her job. That's it. I'm just talking about her job. She can be the most loveliest person outside, but I'm allowed to criticize her ability as an interviewer. She's absolutely garbage.
Like, she didn't have a lot of great questions, and she's got a team.
of course
Even
she
the
is.
poor questions I felt like she asked, I didn't feel like she was engaged or authentically paying attention. And I
No,
thought
because
it
there's
was
just
rude.
next question, clickbait,
Right.
Instagram reel. Yeah. But then Zayn, I like that we saw a little bit of fight in him on this one. He was a little bit more open about some of his answers on things. I like that he's being more free to speak his mind. So that I did enjoy. A better interviewer would have asked follow-up questions and got more deeper on stuff, but behold, we won't see it here. And then yes, ending the interview with a single live pro shot was amazing. And I really hope he and his team, Zayn's team, will release either concert footage as a whole for this tour, or that residency would be pretty cool because it looks like a really cool stage. The band sounds great. So hearing him sing through the proper soundboard, it sounds great. So yeah, hopefully we get that. Yeah.
Thank
Ruby.
you, Ruby.
Thank you, Ruby. I guess. Thank you.
Ruby liked our last one, so
Oh, yeah,
she's gonna be okay with this one.
If Ruby liked saw our first one, I think she knew what she was getting us into on this
Well,
one.
I hope everyone
this
knows
one.
that we're always honest.
I think people would think we were being ridiculous had we said otherwise about Al. I think there would have been confusion amongst our patrons. That being said, Zayn's awesome. That's the whole point. Zayn is awesome.
Yeah.
We wish him all the best. Thank you to Ruby and everyone watching us on Patreon and on YouTube. Thank you.